a video on Zcash. I mean, with all the recent hype around it, and people saying that could it be the next Bitcoin narrative? Everybody that's already made money on Bitcoin is now thinking, shall we move to privacy? And I think there's good merit to that, but the whole thesis around it being kind of the next Bitcoin is absolutely ridiculous. As soon as you put that type of thesis behind something, it starts to become a bit of a joke. Just like how everyone's talking about, oh, this meme is the next fart coin, la la la. It's just, don't get blinded by what you're seeing on Twitter, and people pushing these strange narratives. Yes, Zcash is a good coin. The privacy narrative is a good narrative, but the next Bitcoin is getting a little bit ridiculous. That being said, obviously price has done something phenomenal. Now, this is purely around the hype that we've seen on Twitter. We know as things get traction on Twitter, they kind of breach the echo chamber that they've sat in before. It helps with price, but you start seeing strange narratives pop up. And me personally, I'm not someone that likes to kind of trade on a narrative basis. I like to just kind of have fundamental setups. And this was a lovely one here, this technical setup with this weekly breakout. But now we're up here and price up here. And I know people personally that have a substantial amount of Bitcoin that are talking about Zcash, but they're talking about it based on obviously what they're seeing on Twitter. So let's just kind of take things with a pinch of salt. Let's look at it purely from a pricing perspective. Every single dip we've had, this has been eaten up and it's recovered so well. And I think what we should do here, now there's three ways price trades, right? It's up, down, or sideways. We don't like to draw diagonal lines here. These are usually meme lines. We look at price in three ways: trending up, trending down, or accumulation, distribution, sideways action. So we always draw horizontal lines. So let's kind of map out a range. So we have the impulse range high up here, and then we've got that first wick down, which is the range low. So effectively, we have this large range that we can accurately map out now. Now that we've had a little bit of price action, we can map out the range low and we can map out the range high. Down here is kind of anomaly. Price was still trending up, but now we can see price is starting to trend sideways. So let's respect that and add a range to it to say, okay, price is now going sideways. Where can we expect this to catch bids? So personally, well, first off, you can see that we swept range highs and we got rejected down. So that helps with kind of confluence with the range that we've mapped out. Now, what we'll likely see here with Zcash is a little bit of chop, I'd say, yada, yada, yada. But to really go risk on, you want to see this kind of sweep this range low here. Now, if you're accumulating based on spot, fine. It's still pretty high, in all honesty, for spot valuations. If you've not already got a bag kind of in the hundreds, then buying a bag here at 2, 3, 4 is not the best risk reward. But if you're looking to capitalize on the volatility and the interest of this thing, then getting some long exposure when price comes to you is not a bad thing to do. So I think realistically we need this to chop around a little bit more. We need the weekly RSIs to drop a little bit before we see further expansion of this coin. So that being said, leverage trading, we really want to sweep this. If we get any kind of deviation below this range low, it would be a great time to punt along and give it a try. You know, you have to take a risk with these things, but you have to take a calculated risk, and you have to take a risk where things are the best risk reward scenario for you. So this would have not been the best risk reward scenario. You got to let time play out. Time is your biggest kind of friend in these things. So around kind of 186, I would think would be a good punt long. If we get a deviation below and then we break back above, that would be your confirmation to put a long in on this. But Zcash, ultimately, in the grand scheme of things, looks really fucking good. It's just about where you take that added risk with this coin. and where you just kind of let price chill and then come to you. And we're in that spot now. We've got a confirmed kind of sideways price action. If we're to go back up and break out again here, you really want it to kind of hold here for a little bit and then go up. But ultimately, I think what we have is an unswept range low. So I wouldn't be confident in taking any positions on this coin until this range low is swept. That's just me personally from my own kind of risk perspective. If it continues going up from here, then I'm sidelined. So yeah, for me, give it a little bit of time, let this range play out, let the price come to you, and once it becomes favorable to do so, take that leveraged position, or even a spot position. You know, if you have enough money in the bank and you can portion some of your funds to Zcash in spot, then do so. But yeah, Zcash, I mean, overall looks really good. Don't believe these crazy, stupid narratives. We just trade price, and that's all we do. So a little bit of time needed, I think, for Zcash. But if we get that range low, it'll be a great time to get on the train for the ride, in my opinion. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz.